Hello everyone, I'm Ligaya Figueres, the Food and Dining Editor for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Today, I find myself in the Big Green Egg headquarters. Give a like if you too consider yourself as part of the cult of the Big Green Egg. In today's food section, we spotlight the Big Green Egg. It's a story by Bob Townsend, how local chefs are using the Big Green Egg. I'm going to read you a little bit. Those of you who are familiar might already know this, but those who are not quite in tune with the Big Green Egg, listen up. Since 1974, writes Bob, when founder Ed Fisher opened the prototype Big Green Egg store in Atlanta, the city has been the axis mundi for the evolution of the ancient earthenware Kamado-style charcoal grill. You see it right here. Nowadays, eggs are everywhere, produced in 7 sizes from mini to 2XL, and available in more than 50 countries, with hundreds of accessories to satisfy the passions of the most die-hard of Big Green Eggheads. So if that doesn't pique your curiosity, knowing here that we've got the headquarters of the Big Green Egg right in our own backyard, we wanted to go inside and take a look. If you haven't visited before, there's pretty much a shrine to the Big Green Egg in their museum. I'm going to call it a museum. It's almost a shrine to the Big Green Egg. We're going to get a tour of that space and learn a little bit more about some new products and get a bit of a cooking demo and some ideas on how we can be using the Big Green Egg right now. So if you have any questions, go ahead, drop those into the comments and we'll get those questions. And in the meantime, let's eat up on the egg. All right, we're here in...
Welcome to this is the retail center here, and obviously we have the museum in there, which I would like to take you and show you around.
Absolutely, we're in a... Here we go.
This is the machine he used to bring over. So what he was trying to do was trying to get customers in to buy the machine, and he was trying to figure out a way to get some customers to come over. So what he did is he was bringing over what back then was a commodity. So we had the evolution of the egg, if you will, with all the different colors. But he finally decided on green, and today the Big Green Egg, 40-some years later.
Awesome. Okay, so if you want to zone in on that center one, that is an original Big Green Egg, 1974, yep. Right?
That's it.
And can you point out a few of the distinctions among the various eggs that we're seeing here?
Yeah, so you can tell the pattern was a little different, the way the handles are. Obviously, it sat lower to the ground back then. Now right. They're up, so they're waist high like you normally would see when you're cooking or outdoor grilling. There were different sizes. We kind of kept that. You'll notice when we go on the store, we have 7 convenient sizes, one for every lifestyle, and we could fit, whether you're catering or you're a backyard guy or you're tailgating.
Right.
We got it all.
Now, the feature, as far as the cooking features itself, could we do back in 1974 all of the things that we can do now with the Big Green Egg? So
yes and no. Most of the time it was for a direct grilling. You could do some smoking on it, but then we realized, if we put a deflector shield in there, what we used to call plate setter is now called a convector. With that in there, now you can slow roast, you can grill, roast, smoke, bake. You can do pretty much anything you can in the kitchen outdoors with just one of these. Right. It's pretty impressive.
Wow. Well, first of all, if you're just joining us, I'm Ligaya Figueres, the Food and Dining Editor at the AJC. We're here at the Big Green Egg headquarters in Atlanta. I'm with Rob D'Amico. He is the communications manager here. We're talking about the Big Green Egg. Earlier today, if you pick up your copy of the AJC, you'll find a food cover story written by Bob Townsend, in which a few Atlanta chefs share some of their favorite uses for the Big Green Egg. Now, I have to tell you something. I only moved here a couple of years ago, and when we were house hunting, the realtors were taking it to the backyard, and I didn't understand what these holes in all these decks were. I finally asked him, I'm like, what's up with this hole? And he's like, that's the space for your Big Green Egg. So clearly this is like part of the cult of living here in the South. We got to have a space for our Big Green Egg.
So obviously it started here, and it's the word of mouth. Once somebody had it in the backyard in one neighborhood, then the guy next door, hey, what you cooking? Invite him over. Then he bought one, and then his family got one, and then their neighbors got them. So it was, it went viral pretty quick.
Right. And now we're going to go into the next area. You're going to show us a few of the newer models and what's happening there. So I might start out with a mini, and suddenly then I get all excited and I have to go up in scale. Is that pretty much what happened?
Yeah. So actually, we're going to start with this mammoth here. It's the 2XL, and as you can see, it's pretty big. This is a lot with catering, you'll see a lot of that. A lot of the restaurants will have this as well because of the volume of food.
I believe that's what Kevin Rathbun is cooking his Wagyu steak here on in this photo. Yep, that is mammoth.
Yeah,
that is mammoth.
That's a very popular one.
All right,
so
and we're here in the retail space section of the
most popular
HQ.
is a Big Green Egg Large, and this is the large. This is the most popular egg that we sell right now.
Okay, and our sticker price is $1,268.
Well, that's for the whole kit.
Okay.
That comes with everything.
So starting out, what can I get this for by itself?
Well, you go to thebiggreenegg.com, go to a local dealer, and they're pretty much the same, but you can find good prices at different places. And but here we try to keep it at the MSRP, and because this is the corporate
Now
office.
the one thing is, once you get a green egg, you don't need anything else, right? It's forever.
No.
So it is a good investment.
The good thing about this is, yes, it is an investment. That is true. What we do have is the ceramics is covered for a lifetime, 100% covered for a lifetime. You got a lifetime warranty on this. The ceramics are very thick, high heat gaskets. The charcoal, 100% natural. It lasts longer. You can go slow and low for many, many hours, 16 hours, without changing anything in there. That is very fuel efficient, and it's very easy to use. A lot of people are always like, oh, well, I have a gas, I can just turn it on. Well, this is simple. You light a little charcoal starter, stick it down in the charcoal, and you're ready to go in 10 minutes. Yeah, it's very simple to use, very easy to use. And a lot of people are, with the temperature and controlling the air, cold air comes in the bottom, comes out the top, warm air, and that's how you adjust your temperatures. But very easy to do.
Nice. Okay, now we're going to walk back here for like new features.
Yes.
Now last year when I came, I got a little bit of a tutorial here.
Yep.
One of the favorite things that I walked away with were these skewers that are flexible skewers.
Yeah.
That was sort of life-changing for me. But there's a whole world of Big Green Egg accessories, and you guys are constantly innovating. So show us what you have going now.
Yeah, so the large was on a nest over there. It's called an integrated nest, which comes with a handle. This is the modular tables. So you can connect them, and the inserts here will go for a large or extra large. So no matter what egg size you have, pretty much you can take care of it with this table. So you have this right here is the large frame. Then you have the expandable sides of this, which you can then put the acacia wood in. You can do a gray. You can do, like over there, they have the stainless steel. So you can do anything that you want with this in any configuration.
Wow.
You can make islands. You can just have the one if you wanted to. It's very nice. This is one of my favorite things that we've come out with.
And this is all coming out. This came out this spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is all ready to go. This is also another new piece. It's called the expander, which now gives you
Two tiers of cooking?
Yeah, so it'll give you multiple zones. You can do direct on one side, indirect on the other. You can do top, bottom, slow and low. You can actually flip this over and do a cowboy style.
Look at that. That's kind of a nice feature there.
It'll all come out. And if you have an older egg and you have the convector, or back then it was called a plate setter, it all works with all the older stuff as well. So it's well engineered for that purpose, to work with stuff that you already have and the new stuff. And then you got half moon grids, you got the stainless steel, or the cast iron that goes with it. So there's a lot of cool things. We have our sauces, our rubs. The rubs are one of our new products as well. We have the multiple sizes. So here's an XL in the table. We have the mini here, great for tailgating, sticking on the back when you're out and about. And the Mini Max.
This one, which is really cool, calling all tailgaters, right?
Yeah, this one's really cool. So you're pointing out the legs at the bottom. So we now have a portable nest for the Mini Max. So now when you take it out, you can put it on the ground, cook on it at waist level like you normally would. Brings it up to the counter space. So really nice to have. I love this. It's the perfect size. I mean, it really is. You can still do everything you want to do, whether it's pork butts. I've even seen whole slabs of ribs rolled up in here, or they cut them up already and cook them on here. It's really cool how they do it.
All right, now I need to talk with my husband about where we're going to spend our money. This is awesome looking. If you're just joining us, I'm Ligaya Figueres. I'm the Food and Dining Editor at the AJC. We're here at the Big Green Egg headquarters. I want to say egg quarters.
Yeah, that's all right.
Is that all right?
We egg everything up.
Okay, so we're getting eggy here. They are located just off of I-85 and south of Spaghetti Junction. It is the place for all things Big Green Egg. We're getting a tour. We just got a tour actually of some of the older models and what started in 1974 and is now in 2018 a global hit around the country. And we're with Rob D'Amico. He is a communications manager for the company. We just learned about a few more innovations. We're going to walk through the rest of this retail area through the Culinary Center, and we are going to start smelling some food. I know because we got a few things on the grill there. So
you didn't come hungry, right?
I definitely saved some room.
So as you can see, the rest of the retail center, and like your story, you were talking about how the chefs love the egg. They love putting it in a restaurant because they want the best equipment in there, and they know that is the best equipment. So you don't have to be a chef. That's what's great about the egg. You don't have to be a chef to work one of these, to cook on it. When you put something on it, it's always going to come out great. Right. And the charcoal itself is kind of an ingredient, and Chef will walk you through that as well when we go out there and talk to her.
Well, I love that you guys also have a forum, an online community that shares ideas on cooking with the Big Green Egg. Everybody can innovate and get even up their grilling game, I guess.
The forum.
Or smoking game.
You see the passion on those guys.
Yeah. All right, now we're going inside the Culinary Center.
Hi, everyone.
This is Amanda Gigio, right?
Yes, very good.
She is one of the culinary instructors here at the Big Green Egg. How frequently are you offering classes?
We do classes 2 to 3 times a week, or we do events 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes they're public classes, sometimes they're private events.
And we can find out about those online.
BigGreenEgg.com.
Okay, so you're going to take us out to the back here where you got a whole lot happening.
Where all the magic happens.
Okay, let's go there.
So we got a few things going on the egg today.
And we'll speak up now that we're outside.
Yeah. So the first one we have going is a pizza. Okay, and pizza's a great thing that you can do on the egg. You can make your own dough. You can buy pre-bought dough, whatever you like. So this is our pizza here. We've got it going about 400 degrees. I'm going to slowly open this. It's called burping the egg. That way you don't burn yourself. So a little bit of smoke might come out. And I'm going to open it up.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
We've got our pizza going there.
What do you have on there? Which are your toppings?
We've got some grilled chicken. We've got different colored peppers. We've got fresh mozzarella. We put a little bit of cheddar cheese as well. And then we've got some fresh herbs on there and some candied red onion.
And for those of us who cook at home and think cooking time, how long did it take for this to cook on?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
Is what you're looking at. So this is the one thing that's about to come off in just a minute. And then the second one is probably one of my favorite things that we do here. This is planked salmon. So this is 2 simple ingredients. It's got the salmon, it's got our Big Green Egg Kodiak River seasoning, and then we're glazed it with a Mayploy Thai chili sauce. And planking.
That's beautiful. Look at that glaze.
Isn't that gorgeous? Planking is when you cook on wood to create a barrier between the fire and the food. It also enhances the flavor of the cooking, and we're cooking on cedar planks, which is extremely versatile. And then the last thing that we've got going on today is we can't have Big Green Egg without having some little barbecue. So we're cooking a pork butt. We've had it on since this morning, so I'm going to let you give a little look at that. So this is going here.
Oh, wow.
There we go. And since I've got this open, I'm going to take advantage and give it a little spritz, which we like to do. And this is apple juice and water.
So how many hours has this been on there so far?
This has been on about 4 hours, and I'm probably going to go another 3 or 4 more.
If we could share those smells with you.
Yeah. So that's what we've got going on today. A few things on the Big Green Egg. There's always something wonderful happening.
There is. What's your latest innovation? What's your latest project that you've been messing around with in terms of cooking on it?
Well, that's the last thing, and I've had an assistant here help me. So let's open this up and see how we're doing here.
Cauliflower.
Roasted cauliflower.
Look at you, all trendy.
But we're going to take you inside and show you the rest because we're not just stopping here. So this has some olive oil and salt and pepper, but now wait till you see what we did with the rest of it.
You know, y'all, this is pretty heaven out here.
Oh, it is.
Big Green Egg after Big Green Egg. It's like an army.
Back into our culinary center.
All right.
So this is where we have all of our classes. This is our stage and this is our classroom. And we can accommodate big groups. We can accommodate just do a chef's table around here, so people will come and sit right here. I've got to find out where my cauliflower girl is. Can you check and see if she's there?
Well, if you're just joining us, I'm LaGuy, that's okay. We can use this time wisely. I'm the dining editor for the AJC, and we're here. We're talking with the folks at the Big Green Egg headquarters in Atlanta. We learned a little bit about the evolution of the Big Green Egg, and really the reason we're here is to follow up on a story that Bob Townsend wrote in the paper today about how area chefs are using the Big Green Egg these days. It's three of the recipes actually that you'll find come from two chefs, Kevin Rappin and Todd Mustin from Mustin Turners. And while we're waiting, actually I'm going to have you come back in, Rob. We know that coming up you guys have an annual event that people who are part of the cult of the Big Green Egg love to get in on, but it's limited.
It is.
So tell them a little bit about what's going to be happening and how they can join in on the fun.
It's Eggtoberfest.
Eggtoberfest.
Yeah, and it is a blast. It's a lot of fun. And when you go out there, it's eggheads from all over the country, and out of the country for that matter. We're sold in 50 states, so we have a lot of those Michelin star chefs coming over here. They're all hanging out. They're cooking on the eggs. We set up about 250 eggs.
Okay.
And then you can eat and drink all day long. It is a lot of fun, but tickets are limited. So
right. And the tickets go on sale very soon.
Yeah, they go on August 1st. You can get your tickets. The event is going to be October 13th. So make sure you get those tickets. You don't want to miss out. It is a lot of fun.
Okay, now so they can get their tickets on the Big Green Egg website.
Yeah, so if you go to biggreenegg.com, you can find all the information there. Look up Eggtoberfest. It's all right there. That's also where you're going to find a dealer, links to our forums, videos, all that stuff is all.
Right. I'm pretty sure people are going to wonder, do you know the cost on it?
I think the ticket is a $50 ticket.
Okay, so $50, all you can eat food coming off the Big Green Egg,
Oh, yeah.
have a drink, and it's out at Stone Mountain Park,
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay, so we're going to turn back to more food.
Yeah. Come hungry.
Yeah, come hungry. The results of working hard on the Big Green Egg, or making the Big Green Egg work hard for us.
That's right. So it is incredibly versatile. So you can do, what we did here was some buffalo cauliflower bites. So we grilled it and roasted it on the Big Green Egg first, and then we tossed it in some buffalo sauce, which what we just did here was hot sauce and butter.
Right.
I like to keep it simple. Then we made some blue cheese dressing, topped it with a little fresh crumbled blue cheese just in case you love it. And then we've got a pizza here we're about to cut, and they're bringing in the salmon. So you can do all kinds of
That's
things
awesome,
on your
right?
Big Green Egg.
Beyond meat,
That's
right?
right.
We can think
That's
big
right.
with the Big Green Egg.
It's the ultimate cooking experience.
Great. Well, thank you all for
Thank you.
having us here today.
Thanks
Fun
for having
talking
us.
with you about it. Everybody loves themselves a Big Green Egg. Everyone, we usually go out and about on Thursdays, so we're glad that you could join us today. I'm LaGuy, the dining editor for the AJC, and check back next Thursday. We're going to be at Hattie B's. See you next time.